You've been told your whole life, be open, share your truth, speak from the heart, be transparent. They say honesty builds trust, honesty builds connection. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. That's a lie. It's a lie told by people who benefit from your vulnerability, by manipulators who smile as they gather ammunition from your words, by a world that rewards the illusion of authenticity, then punishes you the moment you reveal too much. Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. The promise given, he said, is a necessity of the past. The word broken is a necessity of the present. He didn't teach connection, he taught control. And if you want to survive, not as a victim, but as a strategist, you need to follow his darkest rule. Never reveal these 7 things to anyone. Number 1, never reveal your true intentions. People say, just be honest about what you want. But here's what Machiavelli would say. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Because the moment people know your destination, they start building roadblocks. They calculate how to use your ambition for themselves. They test whether you're a threat. They gossip. They sabotage before you've even taken your first step. Your ambition threatens them. Your transparency feeds them. So hide it. Let them guess. Let them underestimate you. Let them believe you're passive while you quietly build the empire they never saw coming. You don't say, I'm aiming for a promotion. You say, I'm just here to learn. You don't say, I'm not interested anymore. You say, we'll see. You never declare war. You let them believe peace is permanent until it's too late. Because when your goals are invisible, your enemies don't know where to strike. Number 2, never reveal your emotional weaknesses. They say, be real, be vulnerable. What they mean is, show me where to stab. Every time you admit how much something hurts, every time you share how insecure you feel, they don't hear honesty, they hear opportunity. People collect your emotional wounds the way an assassin collects poison, quietly, patiently, waiting for the right moment to use it. They'll smile when you open up. They'll nod like they understand. And the moment the connection breaks, those confessions become their weapon. They won't attack your strengths, they'll attack your confessions. Machiavelli wasn't heartless, he was strategic. He understood that the appearance of vulnerability could be useful, but true vulnerability must be guarded at all costs. You want to cry? Do it alone. You want to break? Do it in silence. You want to scream? Swallow it, because the more emotion you reveal, the more emotional leverage you hand over. Control your expression, even if you can't control the feeling. That's not deception, that's defense. Number 3, never reveal your real alliances. You think loyalty is a virtue, that you should make it clear who you trust, that people will respect you more if they know your side. But in a world ruled by power, loyalty is a liability. Invisibility? Suicide. Machiavelli wrote, "It is double pleasure to deceive the deceiver." If they know your allies, they know how to corner you. They know who to pressure, who to threaten, who to corrupt. They can use your connections to predict your moves, cut your influence, and poison your inner circle. Kingdoms don't fall from outside invasion. They fall from exposed alliances. So keep your true loyalties hidden. In public, be unpredictable. Be polite to rivals. Be skeptical of friends. Be neutral with everyone. Let them wonder who you answer to. Let them waste time chasing rumors while you operate in the shadows. In war, the greatest weapon isn't strength, it's uncertainty. And there's nothing more uncertain than a person who smiles at everyone and reveals nothing. Number 4, never reveal what truly motivates you. People will ask, what drives you? What's your why? What keeps you going? They make it sound deep and meaningful. But if you answer honestly, you just handed them your control panel. You say, I want to prove myself. They hear, starve me of validation and I'll crumble. You say, I just want to feel loved. They hear, I'm emotionally hungry and you can control me by withholding affection. You say, I want to make my family proud. They hear, guilt trip me and I'll bend to your will. You thought you were bonding, but in the game of power, motivation isn't a sweet story, it's a lever. And once they know which lever moves you, they'll pull it whenever they want. Machiavelli didn't admire noble intentions, he admired results. Because people will use your why to derail your how. They'll appeal to your heart to stop your progress. They'll dangle fake rewards to keep you chasing their game instead of building your own. So what do? Give them harmless, surface-level motives. I'm just exploring. I'm curious. I'm figuring things out. Make your mission sound boring. Meanwhile, behind closed doors, you're building something they'll only see when it's too late to stop. Your real motivation? Let them discover it through your results, not your words. Number 5, never reveal what or who you despise. In a perfect world, sharing your dislikes would make people respect your boundaries. But this isn't a perfect world. It's a world full of people who target your triggers. You say, I hate people who ghost. Now they'll ghost you just to watch you unravel. You say, I can't stand being ignored. Now every silence will be a calculated punishment. You say, I hate liars. Now they'll lie in ways you can't prove. Because the more you hate something, the more emotional power it has over you. Machiavelli warned, a prince should learn how to act as both beast and man. That means you appear civil, while inside nothing can touch you. You don't flinch, you don't react. If they know what disgusts you, they will test it, subtly, slowly, until they find your breaking point. So train yourself for emotional neutrality, not to become passive, but to become unpredictable. Don't let them know which insults land. Don't let them know which people you fear. Pretend you've got no weak spots at all, because the moment they know who you hate, they can make you chase justice instead of power. Number 6, never reveal what you're willing to sacrifice. People believe boundaries are respected when you state them clearly. In power, the opposite is true. The more they know you won't walk away, the more they'll push you right to your edge and beyond it. You say, I'd never leave this job. Now they underpay you, and they smile doing it. You say, I'd never hurt them no matter what. Now they push boundaries just under the radar, knowing you won't retaliate. You say, this is the most important relationship in my life. Now they slack off, show up late, give you half love, because they know you'll stay. Congratulations, you've declared yourself non-threatening. Machiavelli taught rulers to always appear replaceable, but never actually be replaceable, and to let others believe they can be replaced even when they can't. So flip the script. Instead of saying, I'll never leave, you say, I like it here, for now. Instead of, I'd do anything for this, you say, I'll do what I must, as long as it makes sense. This doesn't make you cold, it makes you calculating. Because in any negotiation, your willingness to walk away is your ultimate weapon. Once they know you'll never use it, they own you. Number 7, never reveal what you truly think of yourself. This is the most dangerous revelation of all. Not your opinion of others, your opinion of you. If they know your internal valuation, they'll know how to control your reality. Say you quietly doubt yourself, and they'll reinforce it until it's permanent. Say you think you're not attractive, not talented, not worthy, and they'll reflect it back in subtle, cruel ways. Jokes wrapped in smiles, backhanded compliments, intentional neglect. Even worse, if you tell them you think you're powerful, talented, destined for more, they'll mark you for destruction. Most people don't want to hear the quiet confidence of someone rising. They want cracks. They want insecurity. They want confessions that make them feel safe standing next to you. Machiavelli said, men are so simple and so obedient to present necessities that he who deceives will always find someone who will let himself be deceived. Your greatest deception is letting people think they know you. So let them wonder. Play the role they can digest, humble, curious, non-threatening. Don't tell them you're building something massive. Let them laugh at you, because comfort makes people lazy, and their laziness becomes your camouflage. If you want to be unstoppable, let them think you're stagnant. Let them underestimate you. Let them prepare for the wrong battle. Now you know what not to reveal, but Machiavelli's brilliance wasn't just in hiding things, it was in weaponizing silence. Silence isn't emptiness, it's tension. It makes people nervous. It makes them project their own fears. It makes them talk too much, revealing what you never had to ask for. Your silence becomes a mirror. They fill in your blanks with their imagination, and they almost always imagine you know more than you do. That's power, Because the one who speaks least controls the emotional frame. The world is addicted to explanation. People hate being misunderstood. They overcorrect, overclarify, overshare. But you're Machiavellian now. You've deleted the need to be understood. Once people know how you work, they'll start working you. Silence is control. Restraint is dominance. Mystery is protection. If they can't read you, they can't prepare for you. They can't trap you. They can't recruit others against you. Because once someone is fully known, they become predictable. And predictable people are easy to control. The person who reveals nothing becomes a myth. You don't have to be rich yet. You don't have to be powerful yet. You don't have to be the best in the room. But you do have to be hard to read, because unreadable people are unshakable. Imagine walking into a room and the energy shifts. People sit straighter. They speak slower. They second-guess themselves. Not because you've threatened anyone, but because you've revealed nothing. That's what Machiavelli meant by the appearance of virtue without the obligation to practice it. It's not about being fake, it's about being strategic. If you live in a world where people look for weakness, why would you hand them yours on a silver platter? Now that you know what never to reveal, here's how you move in the real world, visible to all, known by none. Machiavelli's strategy wasn't isolation, it was infiltration. He didn't say hide in the shadows. He said become the shadow inside the room. To win, you must move silently inside the system, learn the rules, smile in meetings, laugh at their jokes, nod when they share their plans, but reveal nothing real. You're not faking agreement, you're withholding allegiance. They ask, what do you think about this person? You say, interesting, I haven't seen enough yet. They ask, what's your next step? You say, still figuring it out. They ask, what are you really after? You say, peace mostly. Give them dust, give them fog. Answers that sound like truth but contain no leverage. Why? Because power dies when it becomes predictable. And you are now unpredictable by design. Power doesn't always look like dominance. Sometimes it's the quiet hand that shifts the system without anyone noticing. Let others rage. Let others correct publicly. Let others show their ego. You dash. You correct in silence. If someone disrespects you, you don't argue. You don't make a scene. You reposition. You remove access. You slow down responses. You redirect outcomes behind closed doors. That's the Machiavellian correction. No explosion, just erosion. They won't even know you did it. But they'll feel the shift. They'll feel the coldness. They'll feel the weight of a power they can't explain. And it will haunt them. People think you have to dominate every battle to win. Machiavelli knew better. Every visible battle costs something. Reputation, energy, time. So how do you win without the noise? You outlast. You outthink. You plant doubt in your enemy's mind without ever touching them. If someone challenges you, spreads rumors, tries to discredit you, you don't confront. You don't panic. You don't defend. You tighten your circle. You stop sharing. You work quietly. And then one day they wake up and you're sitting in the seat they thought was theirs. You didn't fight them. You replaced them, using silence as your sword. Remember this. The person who must destroy others to rise is weak. The person who rises in silence becomes a legend because no one saw it coming. And what people don't see coming, they cannot stop. People reveal themselves when they speak too much. That's why every word you speak should do one of two things. Create an illusion, conceal an intention. Every sentence should feed the fog. Someone asks, are you trying to lead this? You smile. I just want to contribute where I can. Someone says, you've been different lately. You nod, just focusing inward. These aren't lies, they're decoys, because the more people try to interpret your language, the less energy they have to attack your actions. You're not a ghost. You're not a wall. You're a mirror. And when people can't read you, they only see themselves. That's why they fear you. That's why they respect you. Now that you've erased what weakens you, what do you replace it with? Nothing. Not a new story. Not a better version of your truth. Not a fresh narrative. You replace it with emptiness. Why? Because emptiness makes people fill in the blanks. And they always fill it with fear, desire, or admiration. The person who says nothing after betrayal terrifying because no one knows what they'll do next. The person who doesn't explain their ambition, unstoppable, because they might be playing 5 levels deeper than anyone realizes. The person who remains neutral in drama, feared because they can't be swayed by chaos. That's real power. This is what Machiavelli mastered. Men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. He knew perception is power, and perception is shaped not by what you reveal, but by what you withhold. That's what makes rulers. Not charisma, not honesty, not likability, discipline. The discipline to stay unreadable in a world addicted to disclosure. When people leave your life, you don't owe them closure. When people betray you, you don't owe them explanation. When people doubt you, you don't owe them proof. Let your silence be the punishment. Let your distance be the answer. Let your glow-up be the obituary. People who violate your boundaries shouldn't be educated. They should be denied access. Never let someone dissect your soul after they've shown they can't protect it. Now you walk differently. You don't speak to be heard, you speak to direct. You don't reveal what you feel, you reveal what's useful. You don't justify your absence. Your absence is the message. People may not say it to your face, but they'll feel it. I don't know what they're thinking, but I know not to play with them. That's what silence buys you. That's what secrecy earns you. That's what hiding your deepest truths creates, a climate of both fear and fascination. You're no longer someone they can casually define. You're a presence they have to adapt to. You don't need to manipulate. You don't need to be cruel. You don't need to control others. You only need to control the access point. What people know, what they see, what they feel entitled to. When you close the gates, the kingdom becomes yours again. Machiavelli's darkest rule wasn't cruelty, it was containment. He who conquers himself is greater than he who conquers a city. And now, you've conquered the urge to explain, the urge to vent, the urge to be understood by everyone. You've left behind the version of yourself that bled every time someone asked, "What's going on in your head?" Now they'll never know, because you don't reveal. You observe, you move, you act. And when they finally realize what you've become, it'll be long after it's too late to stop you. The loud ones are seen. The reckless ones are feared. But the quiet ones, the unreadable ones, they're the ones who are unstoppable.